Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redmond. Let's get into this right about now, like we always do about this time. What's good, everybody? It is late. It's getting late. Why you gotta be here? Let me tell y'all why I'm starting so late. Cause I'm gonna be honest. I fell asleep. I just fell asleep. That's just what happened. I was in my studio. I was cooling out. I was relaxing after I got home. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and do this show. All right, I was getting the stuff together and was putting it down. And I'm telling you, you know how when you go to sleep and you don't really know you like falling asleep, but you just fall asleep. But that wake up, when you wake up like, and you wonder like what's going on, you like, damn. That's exactly what I did. I woke up, I was leaning back, catching a good night. I woke up like, damn, like, man, what time is it? What's going on? I'm like, I got up. I'm walking around my house looking like I don't know where the hell I'm at. My wife was like, you finally woke up, huh? I'm like, yeah, baby. I was tired, baby. But yeah, it was wild, man. But I'm here. I was like, I really wanted to do a show tonight. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna do a late show and hey, it's gonna be late. Damn it, that's it. Yeah. So I'm here. I got the show. I got the content. I'm ready to do what it is that we do. But man, I was sure enough, like I had planned on like going live at like 11 o'clock. I was like, yeah, by 11 o'clock, I'll be good. Boy. And that was at like 9:45. The only thing I didn't do was create the show. I had everything else ready, but it is what it is. Now that that's all said and done, let me tell you something, 4th Marine Sergeant. You need to go ahead on with all this Aaron Rodgers and Go Pack Go shit, man. I saw that shit in the chat. I almost wanted to go change my shirt and go put on my Bears jersey just to fuck with you. Goddamn Packers fans, man. Look, Catherine Smith right there with him. Ain't nobody asked y'all about what team y'all support. This is not a sports channel. It's all good, though. Shout out to you, though. Appreciate it. Hit your boy up with $20 and then came back and hit me with the 12 for Aaron Rodgers. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I respect him so goddamn much. He's so good. But I can say this. Your reign is coming to an end in the North. Believe that. Y'all better hope y'all can keep this boy, because he is on the way out anyway. Yes, indeed. Aaron Rodgers, after he got his ass kicked by Tom Brady, y'all, you do know that was like his moment. Like if he was to ever be just great again after he won that Super Bowl last season against Tampa Bay was his moment. And he didn't show up. There was no W. There was no victory. And Aaron Rodgers will now forever be Tom Brady's side chick. I'm just saying. He is like LaRusso. He owns I own your ass, LaRusso. I own you. Your karate's a joke. Your swim teacher's nothing. I own you, LaRusso. That's pretty much what it is now for him. Just saying. But he's still cold as hell. I wish we had him yet, damn it. I swear to God I do. But either way, where Rodgers go, you go, huh? I don't blame you, Doc. He's one of the best I've ever seen. I'm telling you, he's one of the best I've ever seen, Jack. But be that as it may, let's go ahead and let's move on. And you know what? I'm going to start with my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
She put up there, Marga, make Aaron Rodgers great again. Yeah, buddy. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it in Green Bay, but hey, here's what it is. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, I'll tell you that. But let me explain to you guys why I decided to do a show about this topic that I'm doing tonight. And this topic is about, I don't know, I for some reason, I don't know if I was asleep or what happened, but I totally missed this particular case. I missed this. This is like one of the, and what was so weird about it, these two 16-year-old girls, twins, united outside and in, 'cause we're twins, the killing just won't end. Man, I could not believe how cold-blooded, I'm talking ice water through the veins, that these two girls were. What they did and the way that they did it, I was shocked to see some 16-year-olds do what they did to their mama. Like, this is what y'all did to y'all mama. I hate to see what y'all do to just a sworn enemy. I'd hate to see it. I'm telling you, this story, what they did and what they did afterwards and how they were, it was chilling. It really was. I was like, wow. I was really like blown away. And I've seen some shit in my life. I've heard some shit in my life. This here though, this one hit a whole different way. I was like, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Yeah, BJ347 got it. That Arnold and Danny DeVito, boy. They're twins. But yeah, this was really, really shocking. I just wanted to really show this and do my commentary on it just to see how cold and callous some 16-year-old girls could be. So often do we talk about what adults do, and we talk about how adults are and what happens with adults and children and all of that stuff. But, and I'm just saying what it is. There are some really bad, fucked up kids out here. Number one, I think one of the things that one of the mistakes that we make as adults when it comes to children, especially when children become of age and aware of what it is that they're doing and who they are, that 18-year-old legal shit aside, when a child becomes a teenager, that 13, 14, 15-year-old age, a lot of children really do come to, they have a full understanding of their ability to manipulate. And sometimes we as adults and as parents, more so parents than adults, tend to not acknowledge that and not realize what our teenage daughters and sons are actually capable of. We have this thing because we watch them grow up and they're so sweet, they're so little and cute and all that wonderful stuff. When they do get to that age in life where they become young, teenagers and then to young adults, which is, like I said, 12, 13 till about maybe 17. That 5-year little window there to where a lot of parents and a lot of adults fail to realize who their children really are and what their children really are in that moment. Not to say that they don't ever change and don't become responsible adults and all that stuff, because that does happen. But we tend to forget just how, thank you, CJ, appreciate you. Always, boy, I tell you, I love my moderators. But it seems like we tend to forget what they're actually capable of. And I think that that's very, very important for us to acknowledge, which is another reason why I wanted to do this particular show tonight. So often do we see things happen to other children. So often do we see things that children do, and we say, what? Wow. Wonder why they did that. It must have really been something that really, and yes, a lot of times it is. However, bad parenting or just lack of parenting, it does subject your kids to doing terrible things and making bad decisions. But when they get into that age of 15, 16 years old, in my opinion, that doesn't absolve them of their deeds. It just doesn't. And there are a lot of things and a lot of choices that young people make when they are 15, 16, 17 years old that they should be held accountable for. And I'm going to say murder is one of them. I'm just saying that whole thing of, a 7-year-old committing murder or some shit like that. It could be some circumstance or evidence that could be like, well, the kid didn't necessarily know what the fuck they was doing. But 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, that ain't no, oh, they didn't understand what was going on. That's that bullshit. I'm just telling you, a kid that age is so much aware. They are so aware of just certain things that that shit shouldn't just be tossed aside like, oh no, they would never be able to think on that level. Right, like Brady said, that's their defining age. And I can remember when I was a teenager. When I was 14, 15, 16 years old, yes, I was girl crazy. Yes, all I wanted to do was to have sex and to be sexual and all that good stuff. Yes, but I was very aware of the decisions that I made. Even though a lot of them were stupid, a lot of them were selfish, a lot of them were that part of it is that aspect of it is very true. But I knew what I was doing and I knew that I wanted to do it. I'm just saying. My libido at 14 and 15 and 16, it wasn't, oh, I was just young and dumb. Nope, it was kind of like what it is now. I saw what I liked you, and I want you. That's how I was. Now, I would do stupid shit to try to, get those things and to try to satisfy my urges and all that. But I knew what I was doing and why I was doing it. That's all I'm saying. So this is one of those things to where the way that they plotted and the way that they planned to do this, it was definitely chilling. I was just like, wow, this is really some fucked up shit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get it started. I'm on a new. That's for my people who joined the young membership. I got one in last night. I was so excited. I was like, yes, yes, yes. So if you join the membership, you get to celebrate. Everybody, please click that like button. Please click that share button. And if it's your first time here, click the young subscribe button, man. All right. So this person here that you see, her name is Nikki Whitehead. She is the mother of two twin. Goddamn. She is the mother of twin daughters, identical twin daughters, girls. Their name is Jasmia and Tasmia, aka Jazz and Taz. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Jasmia and Tasmia. I guess. Hey, no Beth and Barbara. No Lisa and Rachel. There's no nothing like that, I guess. But hey, you go from Nicole or Nikki to Jasmine and Tasmia. Not Jasmine, just Jasmia and Tasmia. Don't know what that means, but whatever. But this is like pretty much just a you know what? I wonder if I want to show this. No, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, because this is gonna get into the full details of. So let's go ahead and let's get this going.
The tragic end for Nikki Whitehead was the last chapter in a troubled, difficult life. She was literally born in prison. Her mother doing time for drug possession. Nikki was raised by her grandmother, who had a tough time keeping her on the...
Let me note that. You heard what they said. Her mother, her mother was actually in jail on drugs when she had her. She was born in jail. Born in jail, and then as she was born, was then given to her grandmother, and that's who raised her. So already, this lets you know what type of, and not to say that she was a bad person, but this lets you know the type of parenting stock that she's coming from. No daddy in the picture. And you're going to see when it comes to her daughters, it's pretty much the same thing. I don't understand why people don't realize this. It's like we can see clearly, now that the rain is gone, no, we can see clearly the generations, the mothers, the daughters, the granddaughters, and we can clearly see those missing pieces of no fathers, no marriages, no living together to raise children. Every last one of these situations that you hear like this is some single mom, boyfriend, side dude. And it's like they're raising children in these particular. There we go.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new.
Yeah. Thank you, Healing Within. I just put this together, so I'm still frantic when this happens. Shout out to you. Thank you for becoming a platform support. I appreciate you. But we see that these are like common denominators in all of these dysfunctional family dynamics. It's usually these young boys that are out here shooting and robbing and killing and the dope slanging. They raised in homes where they ain't nothing but women, or it's a side dude here and there, or it's a my daddy in jail. It's always one of those things that's going on to where there is no father in the home. The other part is these mothers are not married. And it's either a stepdaddy or a side dude or a boyfriend that's the only type of male figure in the house, if there is one. If there is one. And it's like it's been going on for so long. It used to be during the probably like I would say in the 80s is when the single we know the single mom thing really took flight in the 60s and the 70s. But it was like in the 80s is when the last of the grandfathers began to like die off. And what I mean by that is, you would have a single mama in the 70s, and if the daddy was dead, the daddy was in jail, or the daddy just cut out and wasn't in the picture, and they still had these children, there would be uncles still around, there would be grandfathers still around that were established that could actually help raise those kids and be that male figure in their lives. However, those grandfathers started dying off in the late 80s. So when the 90s and stuff came, most of them were almost gone. A lot of the uncles were gone, in jail or dead. So by the time the mid to late 90s came about, it was just women. You just had a bunch of women in these homes with these single kids, and that's what these kids were. And that was the beginning of that type of generation of family dynamic. And it kept on going to where you see now, and just think about it. Grandfathers are far and few and in between. They're not around because those the generations ago, back in the 90s, back in the 80s, that's when it stopped being cool to be married and to have traditional households. Exactly. Those moms started having kids and never got married in the 90s. Those moms that were having children as single moms or as divorced moms in the 70s, they were still trying to get married. They were still getting married. But as the 80s and those 90s roll around, they just said, fuck marriage altogether. I could be with a nigga. I can have a nigga living with me, or I could be, having a guy that stop by, have me a boyfriend. But actually establishing a family and having a house where it's a husband and a wife, they gone. So then you had what? You had these houses, these Section 8 homes, these projects. It was nothing but women. Full of women. full of women and dudes that was stopping by the fuck. And they was fucking on the mamas. They was fucking on the daughters. And they was just doing it. That's just what it was. And it just kept perpetuating. So now when you see kids like this woman here, born in jail, no daddy. Had twin girls, no daddy. Same thing. Grandmama, no husband. So the grandmama didn't have no husband, the mama didn't have no husband, and these twins grew up with no daddy around. Well, halfway around, I guess. I don't know, but not in the picture. See? Kids my son's age, 13, was confused that my son lived in a house with both parents. It is like, for real? Your daddy live with you? Oh, man. Oh, man. It's crazy. But
straight and narrow.
She didn't have what you call a curfew. Nikki was able to come and go as, she pretty much pleased.
At only 17 years old, Nikki ended up pregnant with twins, naming the girls Tasmia and Jasmia, known as Taz and Jazz. For 12 years, the trio lived with Nikki's grandmother. That would be the girls' great-grandmother. But Nikki dreamed of giving her daughters a better life.
She definitely didn't want them to go in the same direction, that the path that she went down.
So Nikki and the twins moved about 20 miles away to Conyers, Georgia. The young mom made sure her girls had the advantages that eluded her, putting them in dance and music classes. Nothing but the best for her beautiful princesses.
And let me give just the, in all fairness, a lot of women that are single mothers, they have these children and they believe that putting them in a different environment and giving them the things that they didn't have will put them in a better situation, their children in a better situation. And that's such a half truth. So yes, your environment does have an impact on who you are and what you become. It does. But if women thought about that same, had that same concept towards actually raising children and realized the importance of a father, the importance of a husband, they would be setting their children up for success. Giving kids everything that you didn't have is not the end all to be all to your children being better children and having a better life than you. It actually ruins them because you wind up trying to make up for something that you didn't have. And most of the time, these women give their children these things and they just give them to them. They don't make them earn them. Just like when you see these kids dressed up, these mamas dress their kids up in Gucci. They dressed up in the Jordans. They have the best of everything as young children. They have, number one, the kids don't give a shit about that. They don't. They don't care about that kind of stuff. It's the parents that makes the children make that important or believe that that's important. They got their kids in all Nike, all Air Jordan, jogging suits and all that. Kid 3 years old with a gold chain on. Those kids ain't asking for that. That's the parent putting what they think looks good as far as the image that they want to portray with their child to their peer group, to their friends, and to other people. Kids don't want gold chains and gold rings. That's the kind of stuff that parents do because they want to dress their children up like dolls. They want to accessorize them and show them off. That's it. And because you do that, you wind up giving your children things that are of value, but they don't understand the value of it because you never made them earn it. They did not work for it. Exactly. They got a full wardrobe of Air Jordan. They got a full wardrobe of Nike jogging suits. They got a full wardrobe of True Religion. All of this stuff that they got these full wardrobes of, but yet and still their apartments are crawling with roaches, bed bugs, no furniture. Got sheets up for blinds, curtains. You see it all the time. Living in total squalor. Living in just the most despicable conditions. You living in a project neighborhood project, you living on Section 8, and your child's wardrobe, you spend more money on your kids' clothes than you do on your rent. All for people to see and be like, yeah. You buying your kids, why would you buy your children, your kids at, 13, 14, 15 Gucci? Now, let me say this. There are some people whose lifestyle, you hear what I'm saying? Lifestyle is conducive to where they can afford Gucci, where they can actually afford Jordans. So that 16-year-old with a Gucci bag, that 16-year-old with the all of the Jordans, yeah, they live in one of the most affluent neighborhoods. They go into a private school. They have the best of everything, which is why they can afford those type of things. You getting a kid a pair of Louboutin shoes for their 16th birthday or their 17th birthday, yeah, they can do that when they live in one of the richest neighborhoods in the city. Yeah, exactly. However, you buying your kid a Hermes belt and they live in the fucking ghetto, that shit don't add up. Your kids got a fucking Hermes belt, and your car was $800. You paid $800 for your car. The damn belt costs more than the car without the rims. It's just like when niggas do that, men do that. You buy a car for $1,200 and you put $4,000 worth of rims on it. $2,500 worth of audio, sound, audio, and video equipment in it. Just think about that. What you put into your car should not cost more than your car. Your accessories that you add to your vehicle should not cost more than your vehicle. That is called a waste of money. Now, if you have a vintage automobile and you're a collector or whatever, fine. But your rim should not cost more than your car. So I want my old school dream car is a 1968 Lincoln Continental with the suicide doors. Would I put some rims on it? Probably. After it's fully restored and is in vintage condition, I would. But I ain't gonna have no $3,000 rims on my 68 Continental, and I got rust spots, paint job is all tore up, upholstery is all cut up and cracked. I'm not gonna do that.
Did their hair, their makeup, and
right.
It was just, for Nikki, when it came to her kids, it was always a celebration.
Well, I don't even know how to pronounce that cut. My cousin said Crown Vic with some Forgiatos. It's like, what the hell? You don't even know how to pronounce the shit you got, and you talking about, yeah, I got this on it, man, but I got, Nigga, you driving a Crown Vic. It's a Marauder, though. It's a Marauder. You got the souped up police engine in it. Boy, that's insane.
So straight A students with hopes of one day going to Harvard. But their path to success was dramatically diverted when the girls hit high school.
It was difficult for them to start hearing and accepting, the word no. As Nikki became more stern, that's just something that they couldn't get used to.
Taz and Jazz bitterly resented their mother's discipline. And soon, the rage would boil over when Nikki took away Taz's cell phone.
When she let it be.
Now here's the problem with that. This is usually what happens. This is usually the dynamic. So you got these young kids, and this is a lot of young parents that are inexperienced with raising children and are raising children on their own. This is what they tend to do. They tend to give their children any and everything under the sun when they're young and cute. They tend to have them give them whatever they want, because everything they do, even when they are being little shits, even when they are being manipulative, even when they are being little assholes like kids can be, they think it's cute when they 5. Then when they turn 15, now, now they need some structure now. You ain't just gonna be talking crazy like that to me, because what happens is, especially with girls, and it happens with boys, girls do this with their moms, and boys do this with their dads. When girls start to become of age and they start to become women, they start getting their menstrual cycle. Shout out to Brandy Kendall, hit your boy with $40. That's what's up. Thank you, appreciate you. When they begin to come of age and they begin to realize that, I'm kind of cute. Man, I'm kind of fine. Niggas like me. Look at all this attention I'm getting from these grown men and my peers. When that starts to happen, it becomes a thing of competition with the moms. Y'all have heard Tommy say this plenty of times. Those mothers begin to look at a younger, souped up model of their former selves. And especially when there's no man in the house, there's no father there to actually, hey, let me keep the temperature right in here. See, fathers are thermostats. They're thermostats. They set the temperature in the home. So when the thermometer shows that the temperature is too hot or it's too cold, fathers are the ones that come and adjust the thermostat. So when you do have the arguing going on between the kids or the siblings, or you have the arguing going on between the adults and the parents, or the discourse or whatever's happening, it's the father that comes in and sets shit straight. Because the father is usually the family's, he's usually the family's hero. He's going to do what's best for everybody. He's not selfish. He's not looking to be the person to get what he wants out of this. He's going to do what's best for everybody. This is my family. I'm the king around here. I'm going to do what's best for my family. Plain and simple. It ain't about me. It's about us. That's how fathers are wired. That's how they think. And especially when you have a lineage of fathers. See, a lot of times we have so many expectations for young men and for men in general to do or to be certain things. And they are supposed to, but when they have not had the lineage, when they have not had the traditions passed down, when they have not had those lessons handed down from great-grandfather to grandfather, from grandfather to father, and from father to son, then those things are lost. And they don't have the tools in the belt to be what it is that they need to be for their families. So just because I don't have a father, or I don't have a very strong male influence in my life, it's like when I don't have that, I'm missing certain tools. And so when there comes times for me to build certain things, I struggle because I don't have the tools to build what it is I need to build. So those basic, just like Angry Man said, personally, I feel like I'm not a man if I can't take care of home. Okay, that's a basic thing. That food, protection, clothing, that food, clothing, and shelter, that type of thing, and protection. Those are the basics that any man is going to want to do for his family. However, when it comes to the family dynamics that take place, learning how to deal with certain situations, learning how to talk to your daughter, learning how to talk to your son, those are different people. Those are different genders. You have to talk to them differently. And it's like when you don't have that type of that man that has those tools to do that, a lot of things are in disarray. Now, when you take that man completely out of the picture, I don't give a damn if here every weekend I get the kids and we co-parent. All that co-parenting bullshit is just that. It's bullshit. If your child's father is not able to actively be in their lives every day, and I ain't talking about no fucking phone call, your child is at a huge disservice, is at a huge loss. I can't tell you how much in the moment coaching, parenting, training, and positive reinforcement that I do with my children every day. I can't tell you, I can't count it. Because I'm here every day, I can see when shit start going a little left. I can see when, my daughter start fucking up a little bit. I say, no, we ain't gonna let that habit develop. No, we ain't gonna do that. That's how it goes. So that's why it's so important to have that. See, just like Reese said, when my mom and dad would argue, when my mom and I would argue, my dad would step in when it got heated. Exactly. I do that now. I hear my wife and my daughter going back and forth, or my wife is getting on my daughter's ass because she done did something, and I see it getting too heated, or I see it getting too out of control. I will step in. Oh, hey, what's going on? That's what a father does. That's what a husband does. We set the temperature. My mom was hot-tempered and emotional. There you go. I understand the fact that my wife did not grow up with a father. She had her grandfather. It's different. I understand that. And there's so many women that grow up in those situations where they don't have that daddy in their life every day. And a lot of parents don't realize it. Like, damn, my wife has said on several occasions, like, man, I truly see how much our daughter benefits from you being here. She's like, I didn't have that. And I know that that sucks. That's fucked up. There's a bit of just saying, hey, man, I resent the fact that my daddy wasn't there. And you should feel that way. You should feel that way. And that's just as children. What about when your kid is 17? What about when your kid is 27? Think about the decisions that a lot of young women make and a lot of young men make, and they don't have both sides of the equation to actually get advice and parenting from. That shit matters.
No, hey, you cannot, you're 14, you can't talk to 17-year-old guys, and, you can't be on the phone at a certain time, and you can't stay out or whatnot. That's when I think it became a battle.
But it was clear Nikki was losing control. Listen to this frantic 911 call when she discovered Jazz had snuck out in the middle of the night to meet her boyfriend.
Conyers 911, where's your emergency?
I just woke up and my daughter's gone at the house.
How old is your daughter?
Oh, Lord, 13.
Two once sweet girls had suddenly morphed into twin terrors. Officer Myra Scruggs responded to a call from Nikki after yet another blowout.
I talked with the girls at great length, trying to figure out what was going on. I actually went in the bedroom with the girls. They had a closet full of beautiful name brand clothes, beautiful shoes, Their hair was immaculate. I mean, these girls really had a good home.
At the time, the twins told...
And that is a misconception. That officer is dead ass wrong for what she said. When you talking about having a good home, it shouldn't be because of the name brand things that you have. Should a good home be clean? Yes. Should a good home have the basic necessities and appliances and things that you need to have in a home? Yes. But the most important thing is the balance of a mother and father. A traditional family matters because what it does is it gives the child balance. It gives them balance. They know, yeah, my daughter knows that my wife and I are a team. And the only reason why she knows that is because we've had to show her. You can't go and tell one and ask the one for one thing and ask the other one and try to play both ends against the middle. You can't do that. And we've set her straight on that several times to where she understands now. When mommy say no, that don't mean to go ask daddy. And vice versa. Because if I go do that, I'm going to get in trouble because I'm trying to supersede one over the other. And it's like we have so many times where we have parents that think if I buy my kids a bunch of expensive shit and I give them a bunch of nice things, they will be very good people. They will be nice people. No, all they're going to do is be well-dressed assholes. All they're going to do is be well-dressed, selfish motherfuckers. That's what they turn into. And you can be that at 16. You can be that at 15. You can be that at 14. Because when those kids when they become teenagers, they begin to value the opinions of their peers more than they do of their parents. And that just happens in life. However, one of the purposes of being parents, and that's why I always tell parents, don't be your kids' friends. They got plenty of them. Fuck that. I don't want to be my kids' friend. I'm your daddy. Fuck your friends. And if you think that your friends get more pull over your life than me, fuck you. I'll take your Bill Cosby, I'll take your ass out and make another one look just like you. Fuck you talking about? That's the mentality that you should have. I'm here for guidance. I'm not here to get your fucking approval. Now, when your ass is 30 and you want to tell mommy and daddy what you felt they did that was wrong for you, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing the best I can with what I got, but I'm doing it the right way. But I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here for your approval. I'm here to tell you what to do. That's it. I'm your boss. All that, these are little people. Yes, they are. Little people that do what the fuck I say. And the minute you think that you got this shit all figured out, you need to not be grown in age, but you need to be grown in life. My kid, 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, I'm not going to be one of these parents that your ass got to get the fuck out. But I will be one of those parents that say, hey, you going to live with me, you going to live by my rules. And the minute you don't think you have to because you are legally an adult is the minute you ain't grown in my book until you got your own shit. And if a lot of parents thought like that, it would make their children understand how the world works. Our children today are so fucking fucked up because they have a sense of entitlement because we give our children too much without them earning it. So they think I'm supposed to have this.
The officer, they didn't want to live with their mom and insisted on moving back with their great-grandmother, where the rules were relaxed.
Nikki said they just basically wanted their way, and it just wasn't going to happen.
But after interviewing Nikki, Taz, and Jazz, Scruggs says she had an unsettling feeling.
The girls seem very innocent, very sweet. But the look in Nikki's face, she was fearful of those children. She knew that they worked together.
Boy, I wish I would be scared of my motherfucking kids. I wish I would be scared of my kids. I wish. I just, man, please. But that's what happens. She outnumbered. And because she's so caught up, and a lot of parents are like this. Y'all get so caught up in having the approval of your children that you will do anything, say anything, let them have anything, and let them do anything just so that you can be their friend. Let me tell you something. I have people that say all the time, you can't control what your kids gonna do in life and what they gonna become. You right. I totally agree with that. But I tell you one thing. I can definitely control what them motherfuckers say. I can definitely control what they do in my house. That's just like I said, my expectation for my daughter is to remain a virgin until she is ready to go and live on her own and get married. Why? Because I'm not going to be taking care of some other nigga's woman. You want to go lay down with a man, you better hope he can take care of you. You want to give your body to another man, hey, that's your choice. Yup. I suggest that you make sure he's one that can provide for you what I provide. Because you're not going to live here with me as I'm taking care of essentially his woman. That's all I'm saying. Having sex is a consummation of, it's supposed to be a consummation of a union. You are bonding with this person on a spiritual level and also on a physical level. You want to explore your body at 16? I suggest you do it with a rich 16-year-old that got some shit. You want to give yourself to a 18-year-old, motherfucker better be a number one prospect in the league or better be a Doogie Howser. Because that's my expectation for my daughter. I don't want her to be in a situation to where she's making adult decisions and is not prepared to be an adult. That's why you got 17-year-old girls having twins. That's why you had her mama having her in jail. Kids gonna do what they gonna do. You gotta let them live their life and make their mistakes so that they can become who they gon'. It's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual. It's rules to life. It ain't just you let them be carefree. You can fuck up, but best believe that there are consequences for your fuck up. And that does not entail me to come and take care of your ass and save your ass when you do. Yes, angry man. I have read that the first time that a female has sex, that man that actually inseminates her, his DNA becomes a part of hers. His DNA becomes a part of hers. That's why when you think about it, think about most women, and women, y'all can be honest. How many women in here have just a certain feeling about their first love? Just be honest. Any women in here have a certain type of special connection with their first love. That first dude that you slept with that actually shot up the club. Even though you may hate him now, I get it. You may like she's a JB said, I hate his ass. But it's the truth. There is a certain bond. That first time, and it's not just it being the first time that you had sex and had intercourse. It's the bond that is created. That soul tie shit is real. Just think about it like this. The feelings that you have for someone, your child, your parents, those relationships that you have throughout your life, your siblings. especially like with twins. You always have there are certain people that just have certain places in your heart because of not just the moments that you share, but because of the type of bond that you have. And your first sexual experience like that, it is a very significant bond. And the bonding that takes place when it comes to women, it's different than it is for men. You would look at that, Brent. You always love your first love. I don't think like that. I'm just telling you. But that's how it goes because of the way that we are wired in order to work together, to complete the circuit, the yin and the yang. There are certain things that we give that you need, and there are certain things that you give that we need. Men show their love by having sex. Women show their love by giving it. You want a man's love? Give him sex, because that's what we identify with as love. And that's why men will show you love so that we can get sex. That's reciprocity. I'm giving you what it is you need. You're giving me what it is that I need. I want to bond with you physically. You want to bond with me mentally. And together we can do that if we give each other what it is that we need. Yes, I enjoy the physical and I enjoy the connection. Yes, you enjoy the physical and you enjoy the connection. It's just a little unbalanced one way for the other and to the other. Yes, men love the physical bond. Women love the physical bond. Yeah, women love when you hit in that spot. They love all of that. But it is a more of an emotional tie that they get with it than men do. And it's just the opposite. Yeah, men, we love the physical aspect, but we love that love part of it too. Men do like to have that type of emotional connection with the woman. It's just like when you're younger, a lot of men, we try to just get numbers. We try to just have sex with as many because that's what we taught. I just want to sleep with as many as I can. That's just the nature of us. But as we get older, we begin to realize there are certain things that are more important and there's quality that's involved. That's just what it is. So men who Healing Within says, so men who cheat have actual love feelings for the mistress. Not necessarily feelings of love, but there are ties to it. There are certain things that you do like about that person. We give a shit. However, we can understand that the importance of our wife can definitely outweigh who that is. It's just like in polyamorous relationships. That man that has that first woman that is his wife and takes on a second or third wife, it's different. Yes, these are my wives. Yes, I love them. I have a connection with them. That first one is different. It's just different. So you have to realize that there are certain things about it. It's just like with your children. A lot of parents won't admit this, but as your children get older, you have your favorites. Those that are maybe like you in certain aspects, it creates a stronger bond. Just like with your friends. You have a stronger bond with those friends. Certain shit you might go through or certain things you may have in common more, it bonds you differently. It's not that you love one more than the other or you love this one less. No, I just have a different bond with this one. That's all it is. I can do more things with my son that men do than I can with my daughter. My daughter is my baby girl. I love the shit out of her. My son is my son. It's a different type of bond. That's all it is. It's not one over the other one. One is different than the other one. So just like when a man has his wife and has a mistress, that mistress she is providing a certain thing in his life, whether it's the whole thing about just being there to mentally fortify him. Could be the thing where she don't want nothing from him. She just pretty much doing stuff for him. Go look it up, sir. Go look it up. Now, I tolerated your ass last night. You not gonna fuck with me tonight. Because what I got going tonight is really important. That's your first warning. So when you're talking about those differences in men and women, when you're talking about those differences in children, it's not a thing, or even with a mistress or a side chick or whatever. It's different aspects and it's different things that those people provide for you that actually make up who you are. It's just like and when it comes to things like sex, the way that you have sex with this person and this person, it could both be satisfying. However, this one is different than that one. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So when you're talking about just the different things that you can do, when you're talking about the different people that you have in your life, there are people that are in your life that have certain aspects and they provide certain things. So it's like you have to take that into account. You have to acknowledge that.
After a few hours, everything appeared to have calmed down.
The girls were just ready to, okay, we're just gonna go to our rooms and we're gonna go to bed and maybe we'll just call, their great-grandmother tomorrow and we can go see her. And they left it like it was all okay.
But Officer Scruggs had a gnawing feeling that something just wasn't right. Instead of leaving the subdivision, she stayed close.
I just knew it wasn't over. And within, I would say 3 or 4 minutes, I could hear screaming coming from the direction of the house. Both of them jumped on her and the two of them began to beat her.
Damn.
Nikki manages to get away and calls 911. Officer Scruggs rushed back to the house.
Nikki's running out of the house with the cordless phone in her hand, hysterical. I pulled up, asked her what happened. She said as soon as I left that the girls had attacked her.
Shout out to Rome the Great, man. Thank you
Taz
so much for the
and Jazz
donation.
tell an entirely different story.
And to
The twins
Nickel
said
Don, thank you
that
so
once
much. I
they went back
appreciate
in the
it.
house after we left,
Get your
that
boy
their
with $10
mother
as well.
became
$9.99.
abusive with them, told them that they were not going anywhere, and started to beat them.
Officer Scruggs said the physical evidence clearly showed that Nikki was the victim.
She had scratches on her neck, scratches on her chest, and she was hysterical. The girls, on the other hand, had no marks on them, no indication that really they had been in any kind of an altercation. Talking with them, I didn't believe a thing that the girls had said.
Even more disturbing, she recalls the girls' eerie calm after the attack.
You could have been two strangers, and there would have been more emotion shown.
This time, Taz and Jazz are taken into custody and charged. They are in and out of court for years and ordered, along with their mother, to undergo counseling.
It was a living hell for her, only because the kids did not want to be back with her.
Family members knew the twins resented Nikki, but most chalked it up to the rebellious teenage phase. But these mother-daughter spats are nothing compared to the next time the cops are called to the house. The girls are in an absolute panic.
As I was pulling out to get to the gate, the young lady stopped me, saying someone had killed her mother.
It was late in the day, just after school, when Taz and Jazz returned home only to find their mother lying dead in a blood-soaked bathtub, and a swirl of questions. Who could have done such a horrendous act?
You walked in and what
He's with $25. Thank you for it. That's on the show. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Honest Texan. Thank you so much. Hit your boy with $5.
A house of strife has turned into a house of horrors.
Check out.
Identical twin sisters have come home from school to find their mother brutally murdered.
And shout out to
Cops say
Brandy,
Nikki
hit the
Whitehead
boy
was
up with
stabbed
40
80
bucks.
times
Thank
with
you
a
so much.
kitchen
I
knife.
appreciate
Her
you.
spinal cord
And
nearly
my man
severed.
Dion hit me with $5.
When I walked in the front door, it was the first time I'd ever been on something as horrific as that.
Nikki and her daughters had a
And my man
history of
Angela hit me
arguments
with
and
$5.
trouble. But it was unfathomable to think these two petite
Uh-oh.
16-year-olds were capable of murder.
These are beautiful young girls.
Oh, yeah, I am running
tiny
my mouth.
little things.
Video's playing.
They
I'm
look
sorry.
harmless.
Immediately after the horrendous discovery, the twins are
I was
consoled by
so
police
shocked.
who
Look.
are simply
I was so
tell an
shocked
entirely different story.
with the
The
video
twins
that I was.
said that once
I
they
mean,
went
with the
back in the house
donations,
after we
I
left,
forgot because
that
it
their
usually
mother
goes off.
became abusive with them, told them that they were not going anywhere, and started to beat them.
Officer Scruggs said the physical evidence clearly showed that Nikki was the victim.
She had scratches on her neck, scratches on her chest, and she was hysterical. The girls, on the other hand, had no marks on them, no indication that really they had been in any kind of an altercation. Talking with them, I didn't believe a thing that the girls had said.
And see, here's the thing too. Oh shit, here we go. Has been blocked because detected by. Oh my goodness. All right. I let it play too long. I fucked that up. Yep. All right, let's see. Insert ad, create marker. All right, I'm just gonna keep going, so I don't want to stop the stream. There we go. Boom. Should be back now, right? Right. We're back. All right, cool. Yeah. I let it go too long, and it was just playing, and there we go. So we can go. So we can still keep it cracking. Don't worry about it. We good. Can't nobody break my stride. Can't nobody slow me down. Whoa, no. I got to keep on moving.
Even more disturbing, she recalls the girls' eerie calm after the attack.
You could have been two strangers, and there would have been more emotion shown.
And what happened here, just to pick things back up. So the police came and she squashed whatever beef they was having, and as she left, they started fighting her. And here's what happens. And just keeping it 100. Are these kids just two demon kids waiting on the police to leave and then we gonna beat this bitch ass? No, that's not what happened. The mama is talking shit because the mama's grown. These girls at 16 years old, they think they can do what the fuck they want to do, so they acting grown. That's just what it is. They think that they can say what the fuck they want to say because they've done it for so long. So now it's like three adult women living in the same house. And two of them are the younger version of the one. There's a jealousy thing that happens there. Young teenage women don't always just go. Most of the time, they have that issue where they are in competition, especially when the mom does not have her own husband. See, when you got a husband at home, when you're getting older, when you're getting your body ain't bouncing back like it used to, your ass is dropping, your breasts are sagging, your husband is still cool with that shit. Your husband is still attracted to you because you have a bond. Your husband is still like, you still the finest motherfucking thing to me, girl. Get your ass on over here with that good pussy and that good head. Get on over here, girl. I don't get the fuck you talking about. That's how you can get a little older, just like wine. That's what a husband does. That's how a husband thinks. We know what's important, especially at that age when we're getting older. This woman that knows me, knows what I like, knows what I don't like, takes care of me, caters to me, cooks my food, washes my clothes, irons my shirts, all of that she does, it is of extreme importance to me to where I'm not on some, oh, this little young thing over here, I'm going to cash her in and trade her. I'm not thinking like that. Exactly. Even when they old and gray. Put them gums, keep them teeth out your mouth. Fuck you mean? Shit. I wish I'd have known this earlier. I'd have knocked them teeth out your head to get that gum action on that ear. But we know what's most important. So therefore, you have that man at that age. You know, you in your 40s. You got your man. You got these two young teenagers that think they the shit now because they think they young and they fine and they cute. Then it's like, hey, yeah, you right. You are cuter. Yeah, you right. Your titties do sit up. I got my husband. Y'all little motherfuckers are still trying to get him. Yeah, y'all got y'all pick of the men right now, but I got mine. So I don't need to prove myself to y'all. I got my positive reinforcement already. I got a nigga already smacking me on my ass and squeezing my titties every chance he get, kissing me and all of that. At night, I'm warming in the bed with a great man. So that matters. When you don't have that, you thirsty just like them. You trying to find a nigga too. Shit. You bring home a nigga from the lounge because you don't go to the club no more when you 35, 40 years old. You can't go and hang out in them clubs no more. When you do that, you have a whole different mentality, a whole different aspect. You now I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to get, trying to do my thing. I'm just trying to get there. It's like, man. Let me pause real quick. Let me tell you something, dude. I'm not gonna even say your punk ass name no more. I don't give a fuck what you think you doing, dog. That shit don't matter to me. Do your worst, hoe ass nigga. Because at the end of the day, you are fucking with me because you want to fuck with another man. Take your gay ass on and do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm still gonna create my content. Unless you cutting off my internet, bitch. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you do. You ain't nothing but a mouse pad monster and a keyboard killer. Fuck you, man. I'm still gonna do my thing. You can't stop me. Your little kick little threats don't mean nothing to me. Get the fuck on. There. I'll delete this one too. And this will be the last I ever speak of you or to you. It's over. I don't do that stupid shit. You go head on. Now, I know you're in your mama's basement and you're trying to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Go head on because you fucking with me because you are fucking in love with another man. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't get into that type of shit. You obsessed with a whole nother nigga and you want to come fuck with me and my 100 viewers. Nigga, you got the problem. I'm good with my content. I'm good with my audience. So you coming back, see what happens when to you, Brian? A flag for a block. I hope you don't block me again. I will, bitch. You don't stop my shit. I'm gonna do it again. Because even if they take me off tonight, I'm still recording the shit, sir. Go ahead, man. Bam. Ain't nobody got to put up with you. The fuck is wrong with these people? These motherfuckers are stupid and obsessive about another nigga. Don't know me. Don't know this nigga. He's obsessing with me now because he's trying to get attention from another man. That's gay. I'm just saying, that's what it is. I don't care what a motherfucker say. Oh, no, I'm trying to do this for the people. That's gay. Go ahead, sir, with your lifestyle. I'm okay with it. I could care less who you love and who you fornicate with or lay down with, sir. It ain't me. So if you want to go obsessed with another nigga who ain't giving you the time of day, who ain't thinking about you, who gives two shits about you, go ahead. It don't bother me. I don't do that shit. I don't get into that shit. I won't. It's fine. Go head on. It is what it is. See, I'm secure in who I am, and I'm secure in what I do. That's why I'm not out here trying to motherfucking appease all these motherfuckers and trying to argue with people. I'm going to bring you on and we can talk about it. No, nigga, because you want to talk to me about another man. I don't do that. I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm secure with myself, sir. So I'm not going to entertain you. I'm just checking your ass to let you know I'm not that nigga. Now, you can continue to be the whole ass nigga that you are, and that's okay because this is America. But you ain't gonna do that shit over here. So go in and out of all of the 30 or 40 accounts that you have, and that's okay, man. That shit don't ruffle my feathers. That shit don't make me mad. I'm just gonna call you what you are, and I'm gonna move on. Just like I did the other night. Last night. Was that last night I was live? It's the same thing. I'm going to call you what you are, and I'm going to move on. Why? Because this is the internet. Yes, I said the internet. You ain't on shit, and you ain't going to do shit. See, I'm a man. Talk all you want to talk. You ain't showing up and you ain't doing shit because you don't even have no beef with me. You are obsessed with another man, not this one. So just take that energy and go put it somewhere else because you ain't gonna do shit. You can go into all your little groups that you want. You can jump from chat room to chat room because that's your life, not mine. It's okay because, again, this is America. You want to jump around from chat to chat? You want to play your flagging games? That's okay, man. My content that I create, it's recorded. Every show I got, it's recorded. So yes, one day my Kwame Brown moment may come and I can blow up like a motherfucker. I will have my content regardless. So I'm okay with that. Go ahead and do what you do. Just do it over there. So I will address you and check you and move on just like I'm about to do now. Yes, it's like, dude, that shit don't work with me. He said he tried a different approach. It's like he probably would have gotten more leeway by saying, hey man, I want to come on your show and have a conversation with you. And I would have said about what? And if he would have said about this other man, I would have been like, well, no, we ain't going to do that. But we can talk about any of the other things, some shit that I've done. You want to talk about my content? You want to talk about something I've said? You can. Absolutely. My door's always open. Everybody knows that. But I don't get into that stupid shit that you niggas like to do. I'm just not wired that way. I'm not built like that. I'm from a different breed of nigga. I'm a different type of man. I'm born and raised in the Wild Hunters, nigga, Southside, 12 Deuce, whatever the fuck you want to do or think you want to do. I'm your Huckleberry, nigga. But I know you because I know what type of hoe-ass niggas get on the internet and do that. So it's okay. I know what you are already. Go head on. Because what you want to do, you ain't going to be able to do here. All right? Tell yourself that you need to go find somebody else. Bye-bye. All right. So getting back to what I was saying.
This time, Taz and Jazz are taken into custody and charged. They are in and out of court for years and ordered, along with their mother, to undergo counseling.
It was a living hell for her, only because the kids did not want to be back with her.
And I'm going to say this in all fairness. She raised these kids. She did that. She was the one who fostered all of this. And so many times do we have parents that do this with their children, and they get into this thing to where they say, well, I'm raising my kid to do this, and I'm raising my kid to do that, and my kid is going to be this, and my kid is going to be that. But you're not laying the foundation or the groundwork to do that. You're not doing it. I got it. It's going to come back. That's just what it is. Yes. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if this will change it.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Two thumbs down. This shit is ignorant as hell. There we go. All you got to do is just give it a second. So,
Family members knew the twins resented Nikki, but most chalked it up to the rebellious teenage phase. But these mother-daughter spats are nothing compared to the next time the cops are called to the house. The girls are in an absolute panic.
As I was pulling out to get to the gate, the young lady stopped me saying someone had killed her mother.
It was late in the day, just after school, when Taz and Jazz returned home only to find their mother lying dead in a blood-soaked bathtub. And a swirl of questions. Who could have done such a horrendous act?
now here's what's so fucked up about this. Watch how they play this role. And it's them. That's where I was like, well, damn. Did they really do this? Like, wow, they really did this shit. So it's like, if they're the ones that actually put all of this together and they carried out this dastardly deed, how in the hell would they then be able to just come back and do some shit like this and say, yep, we don't know what happened? These motherfuckers, man. God damn. I wonder if you can do that. Hold up. Let me see if it'll let me do that thing. Man, hopefully, well, I know it's gonna come back, but it is what it is. Let's see if I do this. Nope, I can't do it. Okay. That don't matter. All right, but hey man, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. That's all it is. It's like that dude is up at fucking 2:00 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, fucking with a dude with 100 motherfucking viewers. Hey, I mean, obviously I must be doing much better than him in life and in YouTube, period, the way he wants to come fuck with me. So it is what it is. I can only block him out the chat. I don't know if there's a way to like report him or anything. So I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, man. Here we go.
And what happened?
To the kitchen and I seen the blood all in there on the floor. And I went in there and I seen her.
A house of strife has turned into a house of horrors.
And you know what? And this is the thing about, this is the thing that Google and YouTube needs to address. So they have these community guidelines that are out here to keep people from bullying, to keep people from doing these type of things, you know, on the internet with content, as content creators. So y'all govern us as content creators. However, there is no protection or equal protection under those same community guidelines for people that are literally just doing the exact same thing. If this isn't harassment, I don't know what is. And that's why I don't believe in the flag. I don't like flagging. It should be something to where you can't do it. If their algorithm is going to check it and check my content and they going to review it, fine. That's what y'all do. But just having any random piece of shit person who, for whatever reason, because it ain't that he don't like me, he just don't like who I'm associated with. So therefore he's going to come fuck with me. That's what he chooses to do. And I, as a content creator, I have no recourse. I can only block him out my chat. It makes no sense. If there is a policy for that, then I definitely would like to know it. I definitely like to see it. Please forward it to me or send it to me or whatever. But that's my thing. It's like there is no equal protection under the law. Well, not the law, but under the Google community guidelines for content creators. Y'all just putting all of it. It's just like with the gun laws. It's like y'all want to make gun laws for all of the law-abiding citizens, but there's nothing for you guys to protect the people who are actually the law-abiding citizens. Y'all making it harder for them. That's all it is. So it's like, that's where we need to get to. And that's the thing that I would like to see just from the other side. Because like I said, it happens to Tommy too. It's like, why can't I create my content? If you don't like it, don't watch it. And if you want to flag it, it gets reviewed. That's it. One flag. It gets reviewed. And if it's against the guidelines, then we get rid of the video. Or we strike the video or whatever. But for somebody to just be able to keep coming in and out doing this stupid shit, and then it's like, it's you not stopping me. It's not like I'm not stupid to where I could just, I just got to do another show. I'm gonna make another show. No, I just know I got to wait the shit out for the shit to fix itself. But it's like that one person should not be able to just do that. That shit is stupid. It's stupid to be able to do that. So it's like, that's the whole thing of just as far as this whole entire ability to give people to cancel people, that cancel culture. It's truly, like I said before, I'm gonna get my cousin working on my shirt too. Shout out to you, cuz. That cancel culture, it's a cancer to culture. Because you allowing a piece of shit person to be able to fuck with a person that's doing something that has done nothing wrong.
Identical twin
And
sisters
that makes
have
no
come
sense.
home
You
from
can't
school
never
to find their
justify that.
mother brutally murdered. Cops say Nikki Whitehead was stabbed 80 times with a kitchen knife. Her spinal cord nearly severed.
Jesus.
When I walked in the front door, it was the first time I'd ever been on something as horrific as that.
Nikki and her daughters had a history of arguments.
They stabbed their mother 80 times. 80 times. That's insane. That is insane. I wonder on the replay if this will still be in there. I'm going to look and check to see, because this is like the first time that I've had this happen. I wonder if on the stream, on the replay of the stream, I wonder if it'll do that. That would really be gotcha. Yes. I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I did not know I could do that. Wow. I didn't know I could do that. I just did that. Who just told me to do that? I did not know I could do that. I just did what you said. Where is that where is it at? Oh yeah, JB. I didn't know that I could do that. I just did that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Wow. But getting back to what it is that I was talking about. So they said that they actually, this person, they stabbed their mother 80 times. Let me go back.
Unfathomable to think these two petite 16-year-olds were capable of murder.
These are beautiful young girls, very tiny little things. They look harmless.
Immediately after the horrendous discovery, the twins are consoled by police who are simply looking for answers.
She on the floor, on the bed,
in the bathtub.
in the bathtub.
Who would want Nikki dead? Cops soon learn the girls have a father.
The father, you know, he had already had a family.
There they
He
go.
was married. So
Must
that was
be the
something
nigga
else
that
that she
did
had to
it.
deal with.
But he's got an ironclad alibi. He was living in Canada at the time of the murder.
Thank God.
Then the girls themselves tell investigators that Nikki has 2 boyfriends. Was a love triangle what sparked a murder?
She lived with Robert, and she also had a boyfriend named Joe. The twins had indicated that Robert had overheard her speaking to the other boyfriend on the phone, and indicated that Robert had confronted Nikki about the infidelity.
Oh man. He said, somebody really don't want me to tell this story. Nope, that's not it. I'll wait to come back. I hope that this is, I really want to see after this if this actually happens, if it stops it, or if it just lets it play through, if there's no, whatchamacallit. This shit is beyond fucking stupid. This is crazy, though. This is fucking crazy. It's like, this goes to show you just like why niggas, I just don't have a tolerance for niggas. This is one of those reinforcement moments that goes and shows that. This just really truly shows you like why I don't do that bullshit and don't get into it with niggas, because niggas are fucking worthless. Literally. Like, they are fucking maggots. They worse than maggots. Actually, maggots at some point can serve a purpose. They can eat away dead flesh for a wound or something like that. But niggas, it's like, this is why people do what they do to niggas. This is why people really don't give a shit about niggas. This is why niggas fucking kill niggas and fuck niggas up on the regular. Because you have people like this. This person, and mind you, just keep this in mind. This person does not know me, and this person does not have any issue with me. This person is literally fucking with me because of another person that this motherfucker don't know, and that this motherfucker is doing the same shit with. Don't have no beef with me, don't know me, nothing whatsoever. I'm gonna do this because of the beef I got with another man. He ain't even mad at me over no pussy. He's mad at me because of another man. This is ridiculous. This is like a whole nother. This is why I don't go back and forth with niggas. This is why I don't go back and forth with niggas. This is exactly why I don't entertain fuck shit. Because I'm from a place where, nigga, you say some shit to me, I'ma check your ass. You say some more shit to me, I'ma fuck your ass up. That's where we from. That's where we from. That's the type of, that's how I'm really wired. It's like, I'm still gonna do what I'm doing because I'm a man. I'm a build. I'm gonna make my shit one way or the other. No, this ain't crime watch. It's coming back. This is all covered under fair use. I've done this plenty of times. This ain't healing within. This is not, no. This is the fucking troll that is feeling like he's really doing something, and he's like, I don't know if he think he's frustrating me or making me mad, or that shit don't bother me. There is nothing on the internet. Well, maybe if I don't do videos about kids, because that shit does fuck with me. That shit really does get into my spirit, and I get emotional and get irate about kids being fucked with. But as far as like doing something to me, the nigga does nothing to me doing this shit. It is what it is. So it's like, go ahead, man. He said, what? You said Mental Heart said, I need to put fair use in the description box too? Huh. Just the words fair use, or like the whole fair use lingo? At this point, I don't give a shit. I'll try it, but let's go ahead and let's get it cracking.
But as cops are tracking leads, and long before detectives had Taz and Jazz in a quiet interrogation room, they noticed something odd on the drive to headquarters.
One of the twins we observed in the back of the ambulance. We saw her bite her arm. We stopped her and asked her, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she explained that she does that when she gets
I think somebody said
upset.
put it in the chat too.
Inside the room, Taz can be seen on surveillance camera rocking back and forth,
Oh, my grandma. Oh, my mama.
comforting each other and even sharing a kiss.
You walked in and what
I
happened?
went to the kitchen and put myself down. And I seen the blood all in there on the floor. And I went in there.
And you know what I noticed in this part of the video here? One of the things that I noticed was just the fact that the older twin was actually like, let's do that. There we go. Boom. I'll put that in there. Hopefully that there we go. There we go. Do 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 do. Bam. So it's like, well, I'll wait till this shit come back. But yeah, I definitely, yeah. So I guess the thing that I noticed about this was the older, I guess well, not the older, but it seems like the more dominant twin, which is the one that's sitting here, as opposed to the one that's crying. It's like they are just complete opposites. At least she's showing some emotion as to like what has happened and what she's done or what she's been party to, as opposed to the other one that is like, man, this shit here is like crazy. Like she's just like sitting there cold as ice. Cold as ice. Don't even put that dude's name in the chat no more. And it does, don't even do it. Don't even do it. Just, hey, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. Those of you that can stay and watch, I'm all good with it. I really want to see on the replay of this, if because it's put it back so many times, I wonder if it's gonna be like that during the whole stream. I know probably on my end it will because it's recording the stream, but I wonder if Google takes that out. I wonder. I really want to see if that's what it is. But it's like, it's crazy to see how one is like really remorseful at this point and is like really like, damn, I can't believe I did what I did, and the other one is just sitting there still playing the role, cold as fucking ice. It's crazy.
And I seen her and I touched her.
Detectives try to comfort the sisters. But then, a startling comment takes Detective Ken Swift off guard.
These two girls were, hugging each other and in each other's arms. And when I said, what can I do?
And it's like, how do you just think? These girls stabbed their mother 80 times. They said it to the point to where they almost severed her spine. Almost severed her spine. That shit's insane. Oh my God. No, that wasn't the mom, cuz. I wonder if I do this, if that will make any difference. Let me try, see if I can do this trick. Look, this is why we can't have nice things. Let me try something real quick. I just thought about something. Let's see if this makes a difference. Hold tight. Is that it? I think so. Hold on, y'all.
This beat's amazing.
Alright, let's see if that works. Yeah, I'm gonna see if this will make a difference. But I need to hear it first too. Hold on. I think so. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this works.
To make this easier for you, they turned and looked at me and they said, "Can we watch CSI?" And immediately, the hairs on the back of my neck stood. I do. To make this easier for you, they turned and looked at me and they said, "Can we watch CSI?" And immediately, the hairs on the back of my neck stood straight up. Essentially, it was right then, and it was like, okay, this is...
Now, that's some weird shit. So with everything that's going on, he's trying to like make the situation just at least more bearable for them. And he's like, man, is there something that I can do for y'all to just help y'all through this, to help y'all, you know, get through this or whatever? And it was like, their response would have normally been like, nah, ain't nothing you could do. That's would be the normal response, like, you know, man, or can I have some water or something like that at the most, maybe something to drink or something to eat. But it's like, shit, aside from doing some heroin or some crack right now, it's like ain't nothing gonna change my mood. But for them to say, yeah, I want to watch some CSI, like, what kind of shit is that? Who wants to? I've never heard of a situation like that where it's like, yeah, I ain't feeling good. What you want to do? Oh, I want to watch this CSI TV show. Like, what? Like, what kind of shit is that? Who wants to do that? And that's what they said. And like he said, as soon as they said that, he said, man, that shit made the hairs on my neck stand up. Because I guarantee that's some weird shit to do. Where you sitting there listening to a motherfucker and you asking somebody, like, hey, how can I help y'all through this? I know it's a tough time for y'all. I know y'all, you know, are dealing with a lot right now and it's stressful, but is there something I can do? Yeah. Can you put on CSI for us? What? What? CSI? That's some weird shit, man. I was just like, yeah, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, these some cold-blooded motherfuckers. It just goes to show the cold, calculating, and callousness that they had to have done that. And it's like sometimes people can be in a situation where they use you know, the emotion or they're over emotional and emotions are running high and you can lose your shit and you know, do some shit that you don't want to do. But to stab somebody 80 times to the point to where you sever, they're almost severed, which means completely like cut in half, where you severed their spinal cord, that means that knife is going deep into them or in the back or wherever. That's like just straight up hatred, anger. Over what? Because mama won't let you do what you want to do? That's some different shit. Oh, the one that asked for is the cold-blooded motherfucker. Yeah, one is just cold water. The other one is ice cold. To do that, like you said, and I'm not saying that you got to have a different respect for your mom. I'm just saying the bond that you have to your mother. Has my mother ever pissed me off in my life? Several times. Has my mama ever said some shit that pissed me off? Yes. I've never had the thought of stabbing my mother repeatedly until she let me do what I want to do. That's insane.
Something was very, very off.
And cops noticed something even more suspicious. The girls' complete lack of empathy for their dead mother.
They would cry a lot, but it was tearless crying. When I would ask them to describe their mother, they were very insulting of their mother.
During the interview, detectives
and it's like you definitely hear that a lot. I mean, we see that a lot, especially. And shout out to my man DJ Just Jay. You see that a lot on his shows where he's talking about these parents and the shit they done to their kids, and when they telling their story, they got these fake cries on there. I just don't know what. Ain't nan tear rolled. Not a single tear fell. My daughter did that. My baby was only 6 years old. And not a single tear has rolled.
Visit us at vcitybeats.com.
He said a BTK. Why do you cry? What is wrong with your eyes?
Visit us at vcitybeats.com.
Boom, there we go, we back. So it's like that shit is just crazy that somebody does that, what they did, the way that they did it, and then afterwards you being asked about your parents, your mom, and being asked about what happened, and you like fake crying. It's like so many times. That's why I said about DJ when he does those videos and you see these parents fake crying. That's a clear indicator of them not being mentally stable or just not emotionally attached to their children. Where it's just she was my angel, and you see that. It's insane.
Observe the twins are still wearing gloves.
Let me see your hands and your arms. What happened here?
I got into a fight.
Did you get in a fight with her?
But as they weave their story to cops, back at the bloody crime scene, investigators are uncovering physical evidence. Evidence yielding valuable clues.
The sinks were completely clean and wiped. We found shoes in their back of their closet that had blood on it.
And in
saw them Jordans, didn't you? Had them glow tongues. You see what I mean? Straight had them glow tongues. But it's like, what is it? The fact that they were even just that, they had it that thought out to where they went and they actually cleaned up. That lets you know that this shit wasn't just no all in the moment, not what we gonna do. They was like, fuck this, we gonna do this bitch in. That's what it was. Their minds was made up. And with this music playing too, this lets you know that it's a troll and that it's not the algorithm, it's not the system that's doing it. That lets you know that. So it is what it is. Yep.
Visit us at thecitybeats.com.
There we go. We back. Now, this ain't Kwame Brown fans. This is just motherfuckers that's just got some weird fucking attachment to Tommy type of shit. This is some other shit here, man. These are the people. I mean, this person, it's not, it's just that a person who has no life is like, this is what they doing. Like I said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up because I'm up. This person is literally has no life to where they're not even like doing what it is that they want to do. They're just up doing some shit to fuck with somebody that they don't know because that person is associated with another person. That's female shit. I'm mad at that bitch too because that bitch did my girl wrong. Oh, it's definitely a man. It's definitely a male. Yeah, ain't no woman. I have not, and that's why I said what I said the other day, yesterday about this. The men have gotten worse than, they've become worse than the women. A woman will do some shit like that if you done fucked her or she tried to fuck you or some shit like that and she just mad because you rejected her. A man, though, will do this because they are raised by females and they are worse than the females. They are literally worse than the females. Even a woman will be like, all right, I had enough of this. Let me go ahead and do the fuck I want to do something else. A man, he gonna stay committed to the shit because he really thinks that he's doing something. Literally, like, this dude is literally sitting up at his old ass computer really thinking that he's doing something. And it's like, the fact that he's doing it and thinking that he's like making progress, like, I'm still gonna do what it is I do. It's not gonna stop me. So it's like what you're doing is futile. I'm not getting mad. I'm not yelling or no shit like that. Why the fuck are you doing it to me? None of that. It's like, it has no reason or rhyme as to why. This person literally came over to my channel yesterday to try to tell me not to be friends and not to be cool with Tommy. Why would you care about who I'm associated with and you don't even know me? I'm just trying to warn you, fool. Why do you care? Why would you even watch me? Why would you even watch Tommy for that matter? Makes no sense, but I don't know, man. I can't even try to figure that out. That's whole ass nigga shit. That's just what it is. So It's fine.
His bedroom, what could be the most macabre piece of the murder puzzle.
I noticed there's a pair of brown boots that have a significant amount of blood on them, and they're in a shoebox. I found a clump of hair, which normally a clump of hair is insignificant in a female's house simply because there's hair everywhere. But when that clump of hair has been pulled out of somebody's head and then has been wrapped in a napkin and stuffed into the toe of a shoe, you begin to realize that the twins were not telling us anything that was truthful.
Investigators begin to realize it's no former boyfriend or...
save the hair? Like, why would you take the hair and, like, save that? That's some weird shit. That is some weird shit. I'm like, damn. That's crazy. You back yet? There we go. Yeah, but that weave that's in this, I don't know if that's weave or not, but it's like, why would you keep that hair? And it's like, my other thing is like, what would be the purpose of that? That shit is weird.
Husband who carried out this murder. The killers are right under their noses.
Right now, we gotta be strong so they can catch the person who did it.
The teenagers seem clueless, or is it an act? Take a look at how Taz looks directly at the surveillance camera. Knowing she's being filmed, giving an award-winning performance.
I'm never gonna be happy now. Because somebody was selfish and took my mom away from me.
But the twins' lies begin to unravel further when detectives retrace their movements on the day of the murder.
What time did
the hair, Brandy, they actually found like evidence, and one of the pieces of evidence was just like a clump of hair wrapped up in like a paper towel. Like they just kept the shit. Weird as fuck.
y'all leave the house this morning?
We missed the bus, so we had to walk.
You walked all the way to Rockdale?
It's not far.
About what time did you leave?
7:30.
But surveillance video from a nearby gas station shows the twins didn't walk to school that day. They actually hitched a ride from a stranger.
We began catching them in lies concerning their time frames or their details. They began to be very angry and would become argumentative and very uncooperative.
And the high school surveillance video shows the twins in the hallway, hours after they told police they arrived at school.
How the fuck do you just go to school afterwards and like continue with your day, and you just did that? And they left her. They just left her there. Insane. All right, let's see what I can. Okay, let's see when it comes back. This shit is crazy. There we go. All right. We almost done, so we almost finished with it, so we should be good.
We're able to determine that they arrived there at mid-morning, where they told us they were only about 10 minutes late for school.
Detectives separate the twisted, inseparable teens, putting them in different interrogation rooms. Being apart seems to wear them down.
You think we did it? I don't think y'all did nothing. Why you say that? It seemed like it. Who said that? No, it just seemed like how y'all was questioning us and something that seemed like y'all think we did it.
Unfortunately, with only circumstantial evidence prior to testing what's found in the home, cops can't hold the girls, who are released to their great-grandmother. For the next 4 months, Taz and Jazz lead a normal life, going to school, hanging out with friends, even attending prom.
Wow.
Meanwhile, police are watching, waiting, and testing the evidence, quietly building their case.
We found
That's crazy. So for 4 months, they just kicked it. Went to prom and everything. That's insane, dude. Oh, man. There we go.
Items in their closet that had blood on them. And so when we were trying to distinguish whose blood, you cannot determine between twins because they have the same DNA.
And then a startling clue, almost as if it came from beyond the grave.
To Nikki's credit, she did not go down without a fight, and she left evidence on one of her girls as a marker.
Remember when cops saw Taz biting her arm, explaining it away as a nervous habit? Detectives say she was trying to cover up Nikki's bite mark on her arm.
We had a dental examination of Nikki's teeth, and they matched it to the bite on the twin.
And autopsy results revealed another grim detail.
They found human hair between Nikki's teeth, which surmised that twin was behind Nikki and had her from around the front. Nikki's fighting for her life and bit her arm, and that's how the hair became embedded in her teeth.
So just imagine this. Oh man, niggas are the worst of the worst, man. Back yet. There we go. But like I was saying, it's like she was actually fighting both her kids. Imagine going through that physical part and fighting with your kids, and then she had to actually suffer that moment or those moments where she actually began to actually go into that good night. Like she actually had to suffer the whole argument part, the whole thing about just dealing with arguing and fighting and all of that kind of stuff, just going through that piece, and then to actually say, well, now I'm gonna have to deal with I'm losing and I'm about to die. That's just what that person had to deal with. It's like, can you imagine you dealing with that and then to realize and have to acknowledge the fact that it's your kids that's doing that? That it's your kids that's doing that. That's insane, man. That is just like, I don't know how, if I could do that. It's like just to have to suffer that part, to know that your kids are going through that. I mean, that your kids are doing that and you have to go through that to where you literally feel your life ending. That's insane. That is insane. It's like, I couldn't imagine having to live that. I could not imagine having to actually live that type of demise. It's like getting shot is one thing. You get shot, bang, that's it, and it's over. I'm dead. My functions, my motor functions stop, my heart stop, I stop breathing, that's it. But to actually have to fight with your children, biting, scratching, kicking, screaming, fighting for your life, and then to suffer the pain of being stabbed, and then to actually feel yourself drifting off and losing your life. That's insane. That is so unimaginable to have to deal with that, and then to deal with that and look at it as though it's your own children. To suffer, thank you, Reed, to suffer 80 cuts. You've heard of the cuts of the death of 1,000 cuts. Shit, after 10, nigga, I'm ready to give up. You talking about 80. 80. That's a whole nother type of death there, man. That's you talking about just suffering. And to go violently like that. That's terrible.
Cops are quickly zeroing in on what appears to be two pretty little.
And 4 months later, they just living their life like it's golden. Jill Scott and this shit. Went on prom, taking pictures, kicking it.
Liars. And on the last day of school before summer break, with enough probable cause, detectives arrest Taz at her home. She's cuffed and aggressively frisked. Then, police head to Rockdale High to nab her sister, Jazz.
We decided we were going to arrest them on the last day of school for fear of they were going to take flight out of the country to avoid the charges.
The now evil twins seen here, looking defiant and arrogant in their mugshots, are charged with felony murder and aggravated assault in their mother's death. Now,
and you can clearly see in the mugshots which one was like the worst of them.
The now evil twins seen here, looking defiant and
you can see, let me just go back real quick.
School for
you can see the difference. I'm gonna show you the difference. Just hang tight.
To avoid the charges.
The now.
You see this one. You see Jasmine. I mean not Jasmine, but Jasmia. You see Jazz's expression. That's an expression of, man, I'm just tired. This is like really just that's just being worn out, worn down. Mm-hmm. Come on back. There we go. There we go. Yeah. But look at the face of the one with the mole. That's Jasmia. You can see that she ain't gotten over this. Just watch.
Evil twins seen here.
You can see it and not gotten over it. And some you saying that she's the evil one. No, it's just that it was harder for her to deal with it. It's taking its toll on her. Her other sister, even though she may be internalizing it differently or dealing with it differently, she's been able to like put on the mask and play the role way better.
Defiant and arrogant in their mugshots are charged.
See, look, that one on the left, the one in the pink, that's Taz. That's Taz. That's the one that's like, shit, yeah, I did it. Yep. Jazz is the one to where it's hitting her now. It's like, damn, bitch, you about to go to jail for murder. And it's not, they both evil. It ain't this thing that what they did and the way that they did it, it took both of them. Because if the other one was good, or if the other one was a better kid, she would have done something to stop the other from killing her mother.
With felony murder and aggravated assault in their mother's death. Now listen as their true natures are revealed on this police car recording.
I'm not going down for something I did not do. Please find a murder weapon and then get real person. For real. What the you waiting for?
Him both?
Coffee and donuts and having a good jolly old time.
The case looked to be a slam dunk. But would they ever face trial, or would they need to?
Everything they said, whether it had some truth or fiction in it, had their self-interest at heart.
Identical twin sisters known as Taz and Jazz are caught in a web of lies and incriminating evidence. Arrested for the brutal slaying of their mother, Nikki Whitehead.
You know, I don't believe anything they say. Everything they said, whether it had some truth or fiction in it, had their self-interest at heart.
The 16-year-old girls are hauled off to jail, keeping silent about the chilling crime. But after nearly 4 years awaiting trial, the twins finally come forward with a stunning admission, outright confessing to the brutal attack and murder.
I think I picked up a knife and I stabbed her.
Where did you stab her?
I think I stabbed her.
Identical twin sisters known as Taz and Jazz are caught in a web of lies and incriminating evidence. Arrested for the brutal slaying of their mother, Nikki Whitehead.
You know, I don't believe anything they say. Everything they said, whether it had some truth or fiction in it, had their self-interest at heart.
The 16-year-old girls are hauled off to jail, keeping silent about the chilling crime. But after nearly 4 years awaiting trial, the twins finally come forward with a stunning admission, outright confessing to the
There we go. So now they've actually got to the point to where these girls, they got locked up, and it's been 4 years that they've been going through their trial and stuff, and then they actually confess. But I want you to see who did what. And this is why I said, just because one was showing it hiding better than the other one, don't mean that one was nice and one was evil and one was good.
brutal attack and murder.
I think I picked up a knife.
You hear that? That's the one with the mole. That's Jasmia. That's Jasmia. Not Tasmia. That's Jasmia. The one with the mole. The one that was doing all the crying and stuff. That's the one that said, I picked up the knife and I stabbed her.
And I stabbed her.
Where did you stab her?
I think I stabbed her in the stomach. It was multiple times. I think I had her hands against her feet. Kind of like a joint effort. She was heavy. We just put it in. The water was turned on.
At some point in time, you did realize that morning your mom was dead.
Yeah.
As part of a deal with...
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. That is crazy the way that you just like, hey, I'm just going to, go ahead and do what I'm going to do.
With the state to avoid trial, Taz and Jazz pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter. Both were sentenced to 30 years in prison. But the question remains, what really happened that dark day?
By their account, they were up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. They didn't want to get up when they were awakened to go to school for by their mother. And I think that's what sparked the attack, the confrontation, and that they killed their mother. And then they spent a couple of hours fabricating parts of the crime scene and cleaning it up. And then they went to school so that they would have an alibi.
Man.
Detectives say they found a journal in the home. It revealed a premeditated plan to murder their mother for some time.
Boom.
And they would write back and forth to each other how much they disliked their mother, and even to the point that they said in their writings that if they didn't get rid of her soon, they weren't going to be able to.
This was an act of rage. It was, the two girls had planned for this event.
Yep.
Cops believe Nikki never stood a chance in the savage attack. The bloody path even extends to outside the home, suggesting Nikki managed to get away, but the girls dragged her back to the house to finish her off.
At some point, Nikki escaped, made it to that house next door. When we interviewed that resident, he recalled someone yelling, and he heard someone ring his doorbell. He was in bed at the time, and he didn't get up to go investigate. We could see where Nikki's bare feet exited and re-entered through that door in blood. So we would surmise that she was pulled back into the house where the attack resumed.
Back in the house.
What kind of little motherfuckers do some shit like that? So you already fighting her. You've been talking about killing her all this time. Now y'all two motherfuckers decide to go through with it. She gets away. Y'all two motherfuckers run her down and drag her back into the house to finish her off. That's fucking cold fucking blooded, man. That is a whole nother level of just callousness. That's just a whole nother level. I'm telling you like this. The way that they did that shit, I would not be surprised if they did their 30 years that they didn't either kill somebody in jail or when they got out, would kill somebody else. That's a whole nother level of fuck shit right there, man. To do something like that to your mama, imagine what you would do to a stranger that just make you mad.
The heinous assault continued, the girls smashing their mother over the head with a pot, stabbing her with a kitchen knife, choking her with the ribbon of a medal, then dragging her body into the tub, where they left her to die.
What does she say when she's in the tub?
What? Do y'all hear that?
Kill me now and I'll kill y'all.
And re-entered through that door in blood. So we would surmise that she was pulled back into the house where the attack resumed.
Back in the house, the heinous assault continued, the girls smashing their mother over the head with a pot, stabbing her with a kitchen knife, choking her with the ribbon of a medal, then dragging her body into the...
There's a ribbon in the sky, a ribbon in the sky, a ribbon in the sky for your death. I'ma kill you, I'ma kill you, I'ma kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Do, 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 do. Oh, so long for this day we've prayed. Me and my sister would do you this way because we don't want to keep living this way. There's a ribbon in the sky for your death. What kind of shit is that? They drug your mama. All this is to your mama. Y'all done plotted this, planned this. Now y'all actually carrying it out. She gets away, drag her back in. We gonna beat her to death with pots and motherfucking knives and stabbing her and shit. Drag her to the tub and then...
Tub, where they left her to die.
What does she say when she's in the tub?
Kill me now and I'll kill y'all.
But what happened then?
She just, she went under a couple times and that was it.
I'm sure that their confession.
So that means they drowned her on top of it. Stabbed the shit out of her, beat her, bit her, choked her, dragged her in the tub, filled the tub up with water, and then drowned her. Can you imagine the mayhem, the fight, the blood, all of the shit that's everywhere and doing all of that? And then these motherfuckers had the nerve to clean up afterwards and then go to school.
Was self-interested. They were looking out for themselves and had been coached by attorneys, and they said enough to live up to their part of the plea.
By the time they serve their 30-year sentence, the twins will be in their 40s. In the meantime, Jazz has traded in her jailhouse jumpsuit for a different uniform, at least for a day. She's graduated high school in the Slammer and even served as class valedictorian.
I worked really, really, really hard. I stayed up all night some days to finish some of the things they gave me.
And despite Jazz and Taz admitting to slaughtering their own mother, Nikki's own grandmother, the girl's great-grandmother, Della Frazier, is unbelievably beaming with pride at the accomplishments Jazz is making while behind bars.
I am so proud of her. I feel so good about what she accomplished. And I always wanted to see this day come, that she graduated and moved.
Reese said they finished the job because mama told them she would finish them off. It's the whole fight thing. And like I said, I don't believe that their mother was just this saint. I'm sure their mama was a shit-talking motherfucking woman just like anybody else. I'm sure that bitch had her share of being an asshole, being a bitch, and talking mad shit because she feel like she their mama and she could do whatever the fuck she want because of where she came from. I guarantee it. She grew up with their grandmama and she was in a house where she got to do whatever the fuck she wanted to do, which is why the grandkids wanted to stay with the grandmama too so they could do the same shit. I mean, the great grandmama too. That's why they grew up that way. And I'm sure all three of them talk shit. I'm sure that all three of them ran their mouth reckless 24/7 all day long. That's what they did. And that shit that she was like, fuck that. I'm dying anyway. Y'all better kill me or I'm going to kill y'all motherfuckers. The mama at least said, I'm going to die on my feet or in this tub, bitch. I ain't going to die on my knees begging you cold-hearted bitches. How could you be so heartless? She knew what the fuck she raised and what the fuck she was dealing with. She knew them girls was going to do her ass in. When she got drugged back into that motherfucking house, she knew what it was. That's why she said, y'all better kill me because I'm going to kill y'all if I ever get up out this motherfucker.
Moved on to things that she wants to do in life because she is a very gifted girl. Very.
Gifted at killing. gifted at killing mamas and parents. Yes, she is. And my thing is, I don't give no shit about her being the valedictorian of a bunch of fucking prison graduates. Like, these are just the creme de la creme of fucking geniuses. These motherfuckers in jail. Fuck that shit. But I know why she's doing it, because this is all a part of her motherfucking ass trying to get parole. Yes, these two motherfuckers are sociopaths. Cold-hearted killers. Don't let they motherfucking looks deceive your ass. Don't let them looks deceive you. These motherfuckers are fucking crazy.
And yet, underneath the proud smile is a cold-blooded killer, part of an evil duo who viciously killed the very woman who gave them life.
She had fought for her life. You know that her last few moments of life had to be horrible. She was being murdered by her own daughters, twin daughters, and that she fought for her life and lost.
The great-grandma, their grandmother was in jail. So I don't know what the fuck happened to her. I don't know if she died. She was in jail on some drug charges shit. So she's a fucking, I don't know if she's a junkie or what the fuck, but she was out of the picture. The great-grandmother is where they stay because she was born in jail. The mama was born in jail and came home and lived with the grandma for 12 years with them kids. When she had them kids, so at 12, that's when they all got that's when she got her own place where her and her kids could live. And that's what the fuck they turned out to be. 4 years later, they killing her motherfucking ass.
But to try to get inside the minds of Jazz and Taz Whitehead, we brought in forensic psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Goldberg. Doc, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Chris.
You ever see a case quite like this where you have twins, good students, active kids, murder their mother?
Chris, this is a relatively rare phenomenon. Only about 2% of homicides are what we call patricides, or cases where kids kill their parents. And out of that 2%, only 15% are daughters that kill their parents.
The mother was stabbed some 80...
Out of 2% of all homicides, 2% are children killing their parents. Out of that 2%, only 15% are daughters killing their parents. 15%. That means that these motherfuckers are fucking social phenomenons. The few, the proud.
Times. That's sending a message.
You know, it's interesting that you say that because the majority of the cases where daughters kill their mothers, you see this quite often where they'll be stabbing 60, 70, 80 times. There's just so much rage, especially where the daughters kill their mothers.
Are they able to be rehabilitated?
Obviously, it will depend how they do when they're in prison. Are there any violent episodes while they're incarcerated? But absent that, I do think that when they come back into society, if they had the right supports, there would be a good probability for rehabilitation.
Doctor, thank you very much for your
Thanks,
insight.
Chris.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I hope that what I wish and hope and pray for is that those girls, while they are in jail, that they have early menopause or they go pre-menopausal. I hope and pray that they do. I hope that by the time their sentences are up and they do their time or whatever, that they are pre-menopausal and have gone through menopause by the time they get out. Or I wish that there was some type of court order decree to say, hey, if you get past this point and you get to your sentence or we give you early parole, then you have to have a hysterectomy. Not tying your tubes. You got to have a hysterectomy. We got to take your fucking fallopian tubes to where you cannot reproduce. I'm telling you, because that shit right there, they don't need, the worst thing that can happen is for them to bring forth life. Because you can't rehabilitate that. There is no them motherfuckers can go get their master's degrees. They gonna still be some motherfucking cold-blooded killers. They need to break every chain, and stop them motherfuckers from reproducing. That's what they need to do. The grandmama and the great grandmama shouldn't have been able to reproduce. Look at what they are bringing forth to the world. I'm telling you, I would just hope and pray that they don't reproduce, because I could only imagine what their kids would be like. Raise them little motherfuckers up to go through a rite of passage. Now, you know, by the time you get 17, you got to kill me. Oh, I'm going to piss you off more than enough to do it, but just make sure that you carry it through now. I want you to be a better parent than me. That's insane. Man. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to really just point out the cold and callousness of these motherfuckers, man. I just really did. I really wanted to show what these two young people were capable of doing, and how we as adults and as parents, you cannot underestimate your children. When they start becoming young adults, when they hit that 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, that little span right there, you really need to be very concerned at what your child is around, exposed to, and what they are doing. Because you never know what they can turn out to be, and those are some very formidable years in their lives where they can go the wrong way. All of the work that's been done, all of the stupid shit that could have been done to them as them being kids, yeah, I get it, but it's actually in that time frame when they become them preteens to that 16, 17-year-old age, it's a lot of growth that occurs in that area where they can actually do a lot of the shit that they think about. Because they was writing motherfucking diaries and keeping journals of killing their mama to the point where they actually got old enough and strong enough to do it. To actually do it. It's insane. So I definitely wanted to just bring that to light. That was just something that just sat with me. It was in my spirit and I had to do it. That shit was just so shocking to me at what happened. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Matter of fact, hold on. I was going to do this at the end since I did what I needed to do. Now, boom. That's for our motherfucking troll that we got. How about that? But I just wanted to put that out there just to say, hey, it's really something to see what we are producing and how we are parenting. And this is just another reason why it's so important to have both parents. This is another reason why it's so important to have two. This is so important why you need to have a father. Because a father being in this situation, if my twin daughters would have killed my wife, all them little motherfuckers, boy, they better not be home when I get there. They better not be home. Kill my wife if you okay. I ain't gonna be, why would y'all tell me, oh, so you little motherfuckers think if y'all do it to her, y'all will do it to me. We at war. Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. You ain't gonna do my wife like that and think it's sweet. Hell no, y'all gonna suffer my wrath. That's just what it is. I would not let no shit like that go. I mean, because he could have been at work and all this shit happened, but I would not let no shit like that go unanswered. Straight the fuck. Thank you, Orchard. Straight up. I ain't letting that go unanswered. That's my wife. I ain't playing them kind of. Y'all don't get the motherfucker just take some shit from me like that and think it's sweet. I ain't charging that up to the game. No. It's going to be some retribution for that. Consequences and repercussions is coming behind that. Yep. I ain't going to let them motherfuckers stay in my house no more. Fuck that. Can't stay in my house. But I tell you what you're not going to do. What you're not going to do is just go ahead and kill my wife and think y'all going to fake crying out because you going to know your kids. I'd have told them motherfuckers from that diary, from that first time. Let me tell y'all little motherfuckers something. Y'all my kids and I love you. I don't put my hands on my wife. I'll be damned if y'all do it. Scratch her. Pinch her. Yeah, I said pinch. Pinch her. And watch my feet. Whatever fuck, reading that little diary, whatever plans y'all got going, y'all better take me out too. Because I'm your huckleberry. Let's go. Let's see how, test your might, motherfuckers. Jazz and Taz, test your might. Let's see how good you really, come on, little man. Let's see how good you really are. Test your might. Let's see what you really got. You think you really that good? You think you tough? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Cletus. Let's do it. Because I'm going to show you what's for. I'm going to show you what's really good. I'm going to show you what's really good. I ain't playing with you. You ain't going to fuck around and you ain't going to fight my spouse. I wish my son or my daughter would lay a hand on my motherfucking wife. I wish they would just lay a finger, pinch her, thump her, make her say ouch, and watch what happens. But that's what a father does. That's what a husband does. That's just what it is. That's what they do. 2-on-1 ain't a fair fight. Exactly. Them two little motherfuckers wouldn't have been able to kill their daddy, though. They ain't gonna kill me. Motherfucker got mad at me. Motherfucker put their hands on me. Get up in my face. Yell. Raise their voice. Like I said, you gonna motherfucker say something, I'ma say something. You gonna say something, I'm gonna do something. You talk crazy, yap, 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 mother, you got me fucked up. I'ma tell your ass, watch your motherfucking mouth before you get your ass beat. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna do shit to me. It's whatever. You gonna get your knife? I'm gonna get this gun. Glock beat knife. You wanna take me out? You better walk up behind me and blow my brains out. Well, I don't even see you coming. I better not even see it coming. If I hear something that don't sound right, what you wanna do? I don't go back and forth with niggas. I don't. You talk crazy, I'm gonna tell you to watch it. You reckless, don't be reckless like that. Watch your mouth. And hey, I'm gonna either leave or I'm gonna wait for you to say something else reckless so I can fuck you up. That's it. That's what men do. We don't sit and just click on fucking flagging, reporting content for 2 hours in a night. Lying, talking about I work for you, I work for Google. Talking about sending idle threats over the internet. Men don't do that. Daddies don't do that. Don't watch how you talk to me. You better leave me alone. You better watch how you talk to me. Don't talk to me like that. Men don't do that. We do shit. You say something, I'm gonna do something. I ain't gonna sit and report your ass like a hoe. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go and fuck with somebody that I don't fucking know. That's just like one of my partners was telling me today, talking about he was having some issues with his daughter and shit, and his daughter was getting into it with some other motherfuckers and got to fighting some other niggas and shit like that. And then they gonna call, and then they called him. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Go fight some nigga that you fighting? What the fuck you fighting for? You ain't gotta be in that type of lifestyle, but you trying to prove some shit to your friends, to your crew and all that shit. So you doing stupid shit. How does that usually turn out? I go over there to try to stand up for your motherfucking shit, and then I be the one that gets shot. I be the one that get killed or go to jail trying to motherfucking trying to stand up for your honor and get involved in your shit. That's what I do. Now that I done did my show, bitch, I got time now. I did what I needed to do. I completed my mission. So I got time now, bitch. Nah, get your Google working ass on the motherfucking line. I thought you was asleep, hoe ass nigga. Nah, I got time now, motherfucker. I done did what I needed to do. I did my job. Now I got time. We got time. Mm-hmm. We got time now. Hit that link, hoe ass nigga. Right. See? You see? I got time now, nigga. Now I done called your motherfucking blood. That motherfucker didn't know he came back. He never left. His faggot ass never left. You know I'm going to bed now. No, bitch, you can't go to bed. Hoe ass niggas don't sleep. Fuck you talking about? Hoe ass niggas don't sleep. They don't. See? I knew that pussy ass nigga was there. Yep, I still smell that pussy. He's still there. Yep. Yeah, that pussy motherfucker still there. Mm-hmm. Duh-huh. 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 Yeah. All that time we was doing all that fuck shit, I set the shit up to call his motherfucking bluff. Come on, bitch. Now, click the link. Since you got so much to say, since you the motherfucking protector of fucking YouTube, you supposed to be protecting me from another grown-ass man, nigga, hit the motherfucking link. Stop posting, nigga, and open up your fucking mouth. Nope. Yeah, called that whole ass nigga bluff just like that. Like I said, you say something, I say something. You say something, I do something. Mm-hmm. 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 Whole ass nigga ain't click shit. Quick and fast to put his pussy ass nigga can copy and paste his motherfucking message in the chat. He can copy and paste that shit. I thought you said you was going to sleep. Watch your mouth, Brian. I'm still watching, buddy. Bitch, I thought you was asleep. Click that link now, hoe ass nigga. Now you got a nigga that did what the fuck he had to do. Now I got time for your pussy ass. Now what you doing? Click that motherfucking link, nigga. That's what I thought. Hoe ass niggas doing hoe ass shit. At least a woman will be like, yeah, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. At least a woman will step up and be like, yeah, no, fuck that. Girl, I gotta get this off my chest. Fuck that, I gotta tell his motherfucking ass. He shouldn't have did me like that. Hoe ass niggas though, that's why I said they worse than the women. They are worse than women. A woman-raised man is the worst type of motherfucker that do this type of shit. They the worst. They like the humpback motherfucker from 300. You might as well just kill a motherfucker like that, because it ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing for you. He's a liability. See how quick he was to do the reporting shit? You see how quick he was to click the motherfucking flag shit? Quick than a motherfucker on that, wasn't he? Quick than a motherfucker on that, wasn't he? But now, yeah, nigga. Now what? Sitting the way. Why you ain't got it? You sitting up in your dress? That's what it is? You sitting up in your dress? You can't click the link because you got your dress on? Or you're sitting up there laying in the bed with your mama and you can't really talk, so you got to be quiet. So you can't click the link because you can't open up your mouth. You've been doing all this shit on your fucking whack-ass computer typing. You a keyboard killer. Yeah, that's what it is. You can't talk because you're going to wake your mama up because you're laying right next to her. Yeah, that's all of that. That's why he motherfucker can't click the link, because his mama in the bed next to him, and if he wake his mama up one more time, she gonna take his motherfucking YouTube away from him. Even though he worked for Google. Right, motherfucker done quit his job at Google now. See what I mean? Yeah. See what happens? Everybody got a plan until the motherfucker get punched in the mouth. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. Now, all the attention you were seeking, all the attention you wanted, now you got it. Now what? Quiet. Crickets. What, you got to change your clothes? You got to get naked. You one of them, since you a wee watcher, you one of them niggas that got to get naked and show your dick and show your ass. You one of them niggas? Huh? That's what you doing? See? You see what I'm telling you? When you, being from where I'm from, you know what, I'm a niggerologist. I know what kind of niggas I'm dealing with. It only take me a minute to understand what type of nigga I'm dealing with. I know niggas. I know niggas. If I don't know shit else, I know niggas. I know real killers. I know niggas that's on that fuck shit. I know thieves. I know liars. I know puss ass niggas, hoe ass niggas. I know female raised ass niggas when I see them. So I know what type of energy to bring to a nigga. I know how to deal with a nigga. I know when I need to motherfucking call a puss ass nigga out, or I know when I need to pull my gun and put my gun in a nigga face. I know when I need to be ready to kill a nigga. I know when I need to be ready to just say, fuck talking, I just need to get to shooting. Ain't nothing but space and opportunity now. You can come on here, tell me what your problem is, tell me what your issue is, all that shit. But you can't, because you a bitch ass nigga. A ban, a B-A-N. Exactly. Link in the description, link is in the motherfucking chat. He said he went to bed, but he's steady watching. Ain't that something? I'm sleepy. Y'all remember that one? You had enough yet? I'm sleepy. Get your punk ass in the motherfucking stream, y'all, nigga. Come say what you gotta say to a man. That's how men speak. You got a problem with me? Come say it to me, dude. But you won't, will you? Because you're a bitch who's also from Kew Gardens, getting by on her tits. Exactly. Quiet. Whole ass motherfucker can get on that. And do you realize the amount of effort it took for this puss ass nigga to do all the shit he did? to go through all of the shit he was going through with flagging every 5 minutes. Flagging. Yeah, I'm flagging. I'm going to keep flagging. Copy and pasting shit in the chat. You better leave me alone. You better not disrespect me. Or whatever. He ain't say disrespect. He don't know nothing about respect. He a bitch ass nigga. You better not say nothing like that to me. You better not make me mad. Watch how you talk to me. Okay, now I'm talking to you how the fuck I was talking to your puss ass before. Do something, nigga. Do something. I got time. I got time. Overtime, just for exactly, Matthew. That nigga went into OT. I got overtime just for this puss ass nigga. I did what I needed to do. I completed my mission. Now I want to talk to your bitch ass. Where you at? He can't, because and I'm telling you, the troll ass puss ass nigga is probably somewhere where he can't even be loud. I'm in my motherfucking house right now. Loud. My kids in another room sleep. They with some little distance. My wife's in another room. She sleep. I ain't got no hate in my heart. I'm telling the motherfucker what time it is. What you talking about? Whoa, what the? Oh, I see what that is. You don't even know what's going on, LV, and you coming in here. So that means that you probably just like that other motherfucker that came in here talking. I already see your game. I ain't no energy I need to let go. I'm calling it what it is. It ain't affecting my soul. I know how to. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Just like when people say, man, why you yelling? Or why you doing this? It's not about that energy that I have. It's energy that I have because I know how to control my energy. I know how to get fired up. I know how to let a motherfucker know what time it is. I know how to be aggressive. I know how to go to war. I know how to be a fucking warrior. I know how to be a G. I know how to turn my shit up and down. I know how to adjust my motherfucking temperature because I'm a thermostat. Because see, when I was talking and doing the show, all this energy wasn't there. Now, was it for those of you that were here? This energy wasn't there like that, was it? Because I knew what I had to do. I had a mission to complete. All that shit that he was doing, I wasn't gonna let that pussy ass nigga take me off of my topic and not let me finish my show. I did that part. Now I got that male aggressive energy for that whole ass nigga. It ain't about, letting that energy go affect my soul. It ain't affecting my soul. My soul is intact, play. I'm a man. I know who I am. I know what I am. And I know whose I am. I know how to keep my cool. I know how to keep my emotions in check. I can have my feelings about certain things. I can have my feelings about certain people, but I don't let my emotions affect my decision. That's why I'm ready to get at this nigga right now, because I got time. And no, I don't have to sit here and be nice. I don't have to be cool, and I don't have to be calm. I can be just as aggressive as I want to. I can talk as aggressive as I want to talk. I can give that energy off because I'm in control of my energy, and it don't affect my soul. I did what I needed to do. Now I'm ready to motherfucking talk to this puss ass nigga, but you see, this nigga won't show up because he can't. There go the link again, you hoe ass nigga. He can't. He on punishment. He's somewhere where he can't talk. He's somewhere where he can't say nothing. All he can do is switch accounts. That's all he can do is switch accounts. I can create another account. I can do that. I can do that. I can create another account. And I can go and I can flag. I can just keep flagging. I can do that. Whoa, here go the motherfucking stream, y'all link. Come on, nigga. Talk to me. Say that shit to my face, hoe ass nigga. Over the internet. Nope. You need to watch how you talk to me. I ain't watching shit now. What them killer keyboard instincts at now, nigga? Gone. 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 But the truth remains, you're gone. You're gone. And I gave plenty of time. That's why I took time at the end. Because I can just go back and edit this part out and cut this shit off and be done with it. But the motherfucker knows what time it is. Sarah said he's got to keep making new email addresses to create new. He's done that already. Oh, no. Let me explain something to you, Sarah. A whole ass nigga like this has already made 30 or 40 accounts. All he's doing is just creating Google accounts, creating these accounts and just changing like one character. That's what he's done. He's done that already. So that's why he just all he has to do is just log into each one. Yeah, the accounts are already created. This is what he does. He has nothing else to do with his life. He's literally nothing, because that's all I can do is fuck with men I don't know. So that's what it is. So he's already got all this shit together. He just didn't expect this. Get your bitch ass in this room and say something. Can't do that. It's too late for me to talk. My mama said, Coach Klein said I can't be on the internet this late. I was actually sneaking. I was sneaking. I was on my little laptop sneaking when I wasn't even supposed to be on here. So I can't click that link. I can't get it. I can't have that mic. I can't cam up. I don't really have nothing to say to the nigga anyway, because I don't even know the nigga. But I can't get on the camera because I can't talk. Because if I get to talking and she hear me, I'm going to really be in trouble. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Hey, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas.
So the next time your puss ass want to come over to my channel, nigga, ask for the link and say what you need to say as the bitch raised man that you are, and then we can hash it out that way instead of your puss ass flagging the stream. I know you a hoe and I know you a bitch ass nigga, but just try to at least say what the fuck you really mean as a hoe ass nigga, as opposed to just keyboard killing. That's all you doing. Because at the end of the day, nigga, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going no fucking well. So, hey, I know who I am, nigga.
See, I never just did things just to do them. Come on, I mean, what am I going to do?
Exactly. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know why I'm here.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch. You walk.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
There it is. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it on up. I appreciate everybody that stuck through this shit. I appreciate everybody that came through tonight. Thank you guys so much for the donations. I appreciate each and every last one of them. You guys were amazing. Give a shout out to my man Mega Mortis for his donation. Illa Dre, Crystal, Angry Man, Dion, Brandy, thank you so much. JEC, thank you so much. Crystal, thank you so much. And JEC again, thank you guys so much. Let me go over here to this young PayPal and check over here to see if there's anybody that donated over here. My man Oganda hit your boy up with $20. Thank you so much, man, for having to deal with a stupid motherfucker. Exactly. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's just what it is. But I just want to say thank you to everybody else. Let me see if anybody else donated over here. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for let me see who this is. Somebody else donated on the PayPal. Yes. My man Christian Cortez hit your boy up too. Thank you so much. I already hit you with the what? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hit me with the $5. Thank you. You guys have been awesome tonight. And who else hit me? Oh, Fair Play hit me up too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's what's up. You guys have been great. Thank you for enduring what you have endured. It was still a good show. We made the best of it. And for everybody, you know what, that hit me with the super chat too. Thank you so much. Let me go and see if I can backtrack to that. Sometimes it lets me see it, and something I don't know how to go back and see the super chats. I try to call them out as I see them. I can't watch the chat as much as good as like Tommy can. He can see that shit, be typing, watching the chat and commenting and running the show at the same time. I ain't that goddamn good. But to everybody that super chatted, Crestline Iceberg, thank you so much. Anybody else that super chatted, thank you. I appreciate every single bit. Helps and it makes a difference. So I appreciate every dime, every dollar. You guys don't know how much it means to me to be able to do what it is I do with you guys. I have really been trying to be really consistent with giving y'all content on a more consistent basis. So, hey, show yesterday, show today. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Thank you guys so much. Y'all have an amazing night. And just remember, don't be a hoe ass nigga. Just don't be a hoe ass nigga. Whatever you do, don't be a hoe ass nigga. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I love y'all. Peace. And I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.